Good day, everybody, and welcome back to the Ralphies. Today, I'm going to take you on a little house plant tour. I'm just going to zoom in on all of our plants that we have here because some of you guys requested that you'd like to see them, see our house plants. So here we go. So right here, we have a little African violet that I started, you guys. This is I propagated two different leaves off two different mother plants. One is a purple one, as you guys can see. The little purple flowers are coming out there. And I'm waiting for another color flower to also come out. I just started this plant. Last year, I believe it was. Anyway, a little bit right here, the white, I think this is coming from the sun. I put it directly in front of my patio door, I don't know, about a week and a half ago, and I noticed since I did that, the leaves are starting to go like white right here. So right here, you guys, we have 3 cuttings of Goldfish Plant. Off the Goldfish Plant, I just popped into 3 mini vases there, and this is the cuttings, and as you can see, they are rooted in the water. I'm letting them go a little bit longer. I want to make sure that I have the roots very well out there right now. I'm just going to wait a little bit longer, and I'm soon going to pop those into soil, and they're going to be Goldfish plants. So you guys, right here we have these 3 plants on this little shelf right here. This one right here is my Asparagus Fern. I really like this one, really do. I love it. It's like an umbrella type of plant. This is I'm not sure what this guy is called. Not sure, but I turn her every so often for her to get the proper lighting. I can't remember what the name of this one is. If you guys know it, let me know down below in the comments, please. This one here is a coffee bean plant. I really love this one. You can actually smell like the coffee fragrance through the plant. Daryl and I really enjoy this plant. So that's our coffee bean plant. So that's the 3 of those there on this shelf right here. On this shelf we have 2 aloe vera snippings right here and right here. Of course, they came off the mother plant, which I will show you in a little bit. This one here is another snipping, a cutting of a plant. I took it off the mother plant and I threw it into this vase here, and it is rooted. I don't know the name of this one. I cannot remember the name of this one, but anyway, I really like this plant. So this right here is our aloe vera plant. She is totally root bound right now. She likes to be root bound in my opinion, but I'm going to bring her up soon and put her in another pot. You can see the little tiny plants that she gives off here, the little baby aloe veras. There's one right here, and there is one back right here, as you can see, hidden away. So I soon have to deal with this plant and get her all back to I guess you'd say normal, because I want to have her by herself in her own little pot, and I got to take the babies off and put them in their own individual pots as well. So that's my aloe vera plant there. She looks a little bit shabby right now, but she's soon going to be looking really good in a brand new pot all by herself soon. So you guys, this right here is my prayer plant right here. She's beautiful. She's like this daytime, and then as the evening comes, all these leaves start to stand straight up like this. They all come up and do this, you know. It's like they're praying. It's a beautiful plant. I have a second one. I will show you the second one in a little bit. So on this shelf right here, we have this one right here is a fern, you guys. This one is another little goldfish plant that I took a cutting off of the mother plant. I don't know how long ago it was. Anyway, they really like to be pot bound, root bound in a small pot. So I did that. I have a lot of the goldfish plants started. I just started them. Well, I started them about a year ago. Anyway, this one right here is my Christmas cactus, and she just came out and bloomed. What was it? A couple weeks ago. She gave us, I think, 2 or 3 little flowers. She was beautiful. It's like a peachy, orangey type of flower. Yep. On this shelf right here, we have another goldfish plant in the blue pot there, and we have some snippings in water, as you can see. I'm not sure what kind of plant that is. I'll show you the mother plant in a little bit. On this shelf right here, we have 2 more slips, or 2 more cuttings of the goldfish plants. So right here we have a spider plant, and I like to take the little pots and put them into like a bigger, more nice decorative pot, as you can see right here. So when it's far off or whatever, it looks nice in the more, you know, in the decorative pot, as opposed to just having plastic pots around. Anyway, that's my spider plant, and I'm finding that the spider plants really like to be root bound as well. I am going to upgrade this one soon because she's doing quite well, and yeah, I'm going to put her in I'm probably going to go up an inch size pot when I go to transplant this spider plant. I really like this plant as well. Okay guys, so on this little table right here, we have a bunch of different little plants, as you can see. This ivy plant right here was given to us by a neighbor, an elderly lady. I was just letting her know I was looking for an ivy plant, and I said I couldn't find any around town, so she gave me this slip. And really, last year when she gave it to me, it was just this section down here. It was the whole thing, the whole stem, but all this growth right here, this just came in since like the past month, literally. And this is the other ivy that she gave me as well. And as you can see, it comes up there, and it's long, and it is it's a long slip. But again, all the growth that came in is right here. All this was so bare about a month ago, and all this just filled in the past month. This is the this one here is the what do you call it, Mexican hat, I believe this one is called. Anyway, this was a slip that we just got, I think it was about 5 or 6 months ago. Anyway, over the winter not much happened with it, but as you can see, the little pieces here, the little new sections that are coming in now, that just came in since the spring, in the past, say, a month. This little guy right here is a succulent, and a very special neighbor of mine gave me this succulent. It was just a little tiny slip as well, the one long piece that you see here. And then I seen a leaf one day fell off this one, and I said I'm going to pop that leaf down into the soil, and when I did, it took root. So we have another little, I guess you'd say, another succulent starting to grow. And also there is 2 can you see the two little pieces right here? I guess that's off the mother plant, which would be this one, right? So there's 2 more starting down there as well. Right here is another favorite of mine. I don't know why, but I just really like her. This is what do you call this one? Is it a begonia? I think it's called a begonia. Anyway, I really like the begonia. This one, I got this one last fall. This was 1 leaf I got from a lady when I bought it, because I just wanted to buy a slip to see how it would take root and what it would start to look like. I think it flowers anyway. I can't wait to see when it does flower. So I have that one, and she's doing very well since I got her last year. Last fall. Because I went out and bought a bunch of slips off a lady here in town. So anyway, that's the begonia, and I really feel that, in my opinion, they like to be pot bound as well, because the growth is just phenomenal since last fall till now. I have 1 leaf, and now, as you can see, all these leaves that's a lot of growth in like the past 6 months. This little plant right here, I do not know the name of this plant, but I really, really like it because the purple. I really love purple, you guys. Anyway, this plant, I don't know the name of it. If you guys know the name of it, please drop the timestamp of the video with the name of it and let me know what it is called. I know I could Google it. I just haven't done that yet. Anyway, in under the leaves, can you see the nice shade of purple right here? It's like in under the leaves or on back of the leaves. Look, it's like the purple shade is just so beautiful. Anyway, I really, really, really liked the look of this plant. So I bought a slip off of this one, off the lady, the lady last fall as well. So this one here, you guys, is a fern. It's another type of fern. Let's see. Jester's Crown? Jester's Crown Fern, that's what it is. Anyway, it's a lot of brown in amongst it, so I'm not sure. Soon when I go to repot, I'm going to have a look at the roots and see, is she really root bound, or what's up with it? Is there any fungus that I need to take care of, etc.? So anyway, I'm going to take care of her soon. I don't like to get rid of plants, so I try to keep them as long as I can and see how they do once, you know, you maintain them. Are they going to get better or are they not? Anyway, that's my Jester's Crown Fern. So right here, you guys, we have a poinsettia that I have right in front of my patio door. It is a very pale pink poinsettia. She gives off the very pale pink flowers, which is beautiful. This one here, as you can see, is a red poinsettia. And there she is in bloom once Christmas is over, God love her. But there she is. And this is another poinsettia right here. Okay, you guys, so this is another prayer plant right here. This one and the previous one that I did show you guys was one plant when I just bought it last fall. I bought it at a grocery store. So I came home. I wanted to have 2 plants in my home. I didn't want to have just one. I think it was like 20 bucks for the one plant. So I thought I'm going to come home and divide it into 2 plants. So this is part of the first one, the prior one that I showed you guys earlier. So in the evenings and daytimes, I try to turn the plant in the sun so she don't all grow all one way. So anyway, this is like one side of her here. And then this is the other side of her here. So as you can see, now I need to have the sun coming this way to draw the plant coming this way. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I watered all my plants yesterday, so if you guys see the soil really dark in every plant, that's what's up. I really like to take my plants and let them dry right out completely for about a week, sometimes 10 days. And then when I feel it's necessary, I give them all such a really, really good dosing of water. They love me for it. So here is my next plant. This is another fern. I cannot remember the name of this fern exactly because, as you can see, the marker is not in this pot. But anyway, this is another fern that I have to look over. I noticed that the ferns like to be in morning sun. Not a lot of plants like to be in the afternoon sun because, as many of you guys know, or some of you guys know, in the afternoon sun, your leaves will get burnt quite a bit. So you don't want that to happen. So you should put some of your plants in morning sun. This is another beauty that I really, really, really love. She's a purpley, she has like a purple tinge to her. I don't know the name of this one. I think I showed you guys a slip or a cutting that I had in water on the top shelf in my living room there earlier. Anyway, this is a plant that is a favorite of mine as well. I don't know the name of this one either. So if you guys know the name of this one, drop it down below in the comments for me, love. Thanks. So I thought my hubby broke this plant, this section of my plant off one day as he was looking at the window, but he reassures me that he didn't do it. God love him. So anyway, I thought maybe am I going to have to get rid of this piece right here and chuck it in the garbage. I said, no, I'm going to leave it and let's see what happens. So anyway, she's actually coming around really good because now she's starting to grow up right here this way. She's starting to rise right here. So she's actually coming back stronger than ever. Anyway, about this plant, what I can tell you is inside of all the bigger stems, like right here, a little tiny flower comes out right in here and like right in here. I'm not sure if the flower is starting to come yet or not. But anyway, right in here, a nice yellowy, yellow, is it yellow? No, it's a pink. It's a pink flower that comes out. It grows out out of here, right deep down inside of here. See if I can touch it to so you can actually see it. Yeah, pink flower comes out right here, and it has yellow little dots, I believe, inside of the pink plant, the flower. Anyway, this one right here, you guys, is another little ivy that I really, really like. It was given to me by the same lady last fall that gave me the two other ivies that I showed you previously in this video. Now, I just want to say, the dark green leaves that you see on this plant is from last fall. As you can see, the lighter green parts of the plant right here, this is new growth that just, you know, in the past month. See the bright green right there? This piece back here, this little leaf here, this one right here. That's new growth from the past couple of months, starting like this spring. Anyway, that's my little ivy. That's a third ivy. And again, I like to take the pot that it, you know, you have it in and just set it down into a nice looking pot. So when you're, you know, not right up on top of it, it looks like it's down into a beautiful little ceramic pot, as you can see. Yeah, I really like that ivy too. I can't wait to have those on shelves where they're like just crawling. They're crawling on your shelf, or they're crawling down over like a shelf. That's what I like about ivies, you guys. Okay, you guys, so this right here is my African violet, the mother of the plant that I showed you right at the beginning of this video, the first plant I showed you. Anyway, this one is in a big pot, which really I don't recommend at all, because African violets like to be pot bound, root bound. So this, in my opinion, is too big of a pot, And I think what I'm going to do soon when I go to transplant all my plants, I'm going to actually downsize this plant. Sounds ironic, I know, but I'm going to bring it down into a smaller pot, and I think she's going to be much happier. She's doing very well, as you can see. She's like totally growing, you know, but I just want to downsize it so she's, in my opinion, more comfy. This right here is the second African violet. Same thing. She's in the same size of pot. The two of them are in the same size of pot. But again, I want to downsize the plant and to make her more comfy. That's just something I want to do, and that's what I'm going to do soon. So as you can see right here, this is the baby plant I showed you in the beginning, which is doing very, very well since I just started this. I think it wasn't last fall. I think it was like last spring. I'm pretty sure. So anyway, this is the plant that came from these two plants. So I took a leaf off of here. I just broke the leaf off down in closest to the roots I could get it. And then I did the same over here, of course. I went in and took like a healthy leaf right down to the base, cracked it off, and I just took those two leaves, 1, 2, and I put it down into this little pot, or probably a smaller pot last year. This is the result from rooting the two leaves from the mother plants last year. So this is the plant right here. And again, like I told you about the leaf right here looking a bit too white. Some people say it's from letting water, when you're watering your plants, you shouldn't let water get on the leaves. In my opinion, it's the sunlight. Too much sunlight sometimes will hurt your flowers, so you always want to pay attention to that as well. Yeah. Okay, you guys, this is a plant that I know it's in way too big of a pot. This is the purple, what is this called? Purple Shamrock, but there's another name for it. Anyway, she's very spraggly looking, like straggly looking. She's going everywhere here. She's in way too big of a pot. I just threw her in this one last year. I'm going to make more plants from this plant. This plant definitely has to come out of this pot. It's a massive pot, as you can see. And I'm going to really, really downsize this one when I start to transplant again. So this is the Purple Shamrock. And again, with this pot, with this plant, like many other plants, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, that what works for me and what works for my plants is that you have to turn your plants every couple days, because the sun totally draws them one way. So then, especially like if you have your plant you're showcasing your plant on a specific shelf where people can walk all around the shelf, you don't want it to be just drawn one way only, and then the rest of it on the back side of it is like bare. You're just looking at the back side of it. But anyway, this is my purple shamrock. I need to get a green shamrock soon. So for our last plant that I'm going to show you guys, this is another house plant that we have. It flowers with the orange little flowers. She's beautiful. I love the flowers when she comes out summertime usually. But she's like not like a spider plant, but she's like a crawler. Do you know what I mean? Like she crawls. Anyway, she crawls all around here, as you can see. Yep. So that's why I have her on a round little table. So anyway, again, with saying earlier, all the plants should really be turned. This one definitely needs to be turned around now too, because she's all like bare over here. And so I want the sun to, draw her all different angles. So she needs to be turned now too. This is a plant, again, you guys, I don't know the name of this one. If you guys know, you can timestamp below in the comments and just let me know the name of this one. Anyway, she's a beautiful plant as well. So you guys, this wraps up another video today with the Ralphies. If there's anything else you guys would like to see from the Ralphies, let us know down below in the comments, and we will be sure to try and do your video request. So until next time, peace. We're out of here. Stay beautiful, stay sexy, stay blessed. Take care in these times, you guys. It's not really, I would say, safe really to be outside. Anyway, just take care. If you have to go outside, make sure you follow your local government's restrictions and just be careful wherever you are coming and going. And be sure to keep social distancing, as they say that is the best thing for this outbreak. So until next time, you guys, peace. We're out of here. Love you guys.